So what's going on, guys? It's Jeremy, Speakboxing. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel before you click on to any of the videos. Also, comment below in the comment section if you guys have any opinions on what I'm saying in any of the videos. Like always, is appreciated if you guys could drop me a quick sub to on my channel. So IBF Super Middleweight Champion James Degale will be fighting on December the 9th on a Frank Warren show. We all know that. But his opponent has just been announced, and it is American Super Middleweight Caleb Truax. And a lot of people are disappointed by this because the people who have seen Caleb Truax know this guy is not really a world level fighter. You know what I mean? In America, this guy is more of a regional level fight. You know what I mean? He fights more on the regional scene. That's where he has his success. But as soon as he stepped up to world level, he's been beat. He has 3 losses on his record, and that's against 3 world level opponents in Jermaine Taylor. He lost a points decision to Jermaine Taylor, even though he dropped him in that fight. But he was stopped by Danny Jacobs in the 12th round of their fight, and he was also stopped in 1 round by Anthony Degale last year. So a lot of people are saying this is a shit opponent for James Degale, and to be honest, it isn't really the best opponent. But at the end of the day, I don't know what people were really expecting. Like, I was expecting somebody like this because at the end of the day, the opponent's being announced, 2-3 weeks before the fight actually happens. It's on a Frank Warren show, you know what I mean, a 1-fight deal. And James Degale is probably getting paid the lion's share of the fight purse. So obviously they're going to find an opponent who's not going to take loads of money, and that's Caleb Truax. And he's something like 14 with the IBF. Like, he's picked up a couple wins on the regional level in the United States, and that's gave him a number 14 ranking with the IBF. And I expect James Degale to win this fight. Like, I don't expect Caleb Truax to beat James Degale unless he lands, well, if he lands a lucky punch or something like that. But that's an if at the end of the day, because if my granny was my granddad, she'd have a pair of bollocks. So I don't see that happening. I just see James Degale outboxing Caleb Truax. I just see him being levels above, and this is just really a showcase fight for James Degale, just to tune up the fence, you know what I mean, to get him into 2018, to see how he is now that he's back from injuries, to test out his did he have a shoulder injury, James Degale? He had to test out his shoulder and stuff like that to see if it will hold up as he goes into 2018, because he's looking for a big 2018 James Degale. Obviously, we don't know where his future is in terms of promoters. Like, James Degale, he's always done what he's wanted in terms of promotion. Like, he'll go anywhere where the money is, if that's with Eddie Hearn, if that's with Frank Warren, if that's in the United States with Al Heyman, if that's going to Canada to fight the likes of Lucien Bute in the backyard. James Degale does what he wants, you know what I mean, and he likes to be known as a road warrior. Like, he's been to other guys' backyards and fought, and he likes to go around in terms of promoters and stuff like that. He doesn't like to be stuck down by one promoter. And it'll be interesting to see if he does sign with Frank Warren on a full-time basis after the Caleb Truax fight. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's not really a great fight, but I didn't really expect anything else. Like, I don't know why people expect big names on 3 weeks' notice, you know what I mean? Especially when James Degale was getting a lot of money for this fight. A lot of money for James Degale, and 3 weeks notice, like, that should be a red flag straight away to show that it's not going to be a great opponent. And that's exactly what it is. It's Caleb Truax, just a domestic regional level fighter in the United States. He might give James Degale a few rounds, you know what I mean, which James Degale needs, because he's only had 1 fight this year, and that was back in January. And like I said, he's coming back off an injury. But I see James Degale stopping him in about 8 or 9 rounds, or if he doesn't manage to stop him, if Caleb Truax can tough it out, I see James Degale winning wide on points. And Anthony Degale stopped him in a round, so a lot of people are going to say if James Degale doesn't get him out there in a round, then he didn't do better than Anthony Degale. But it is what it is. Anthony Degale hits very hard. He hits harder than James Degale. So, yeah, like I said, James Degale versus Caleb Truax, not the best fight. Comment below in the comment section what your guys' opinions is of this. Oh, and also Lee Selby's opponent's been announced as well. He's fighting a guy called Eduardo Ramirez, who's 20-0 with 3 draws, who's similar to Caleb Truax, really, just fought very low-level opponents in Mexico instead of the United States, and this is his first step up, and that's against Lee Selby, and I just see Lee Selby dominating him. So yeah, they're the 2 fights that have been made. Not great fights, but it's still a night of boxing. You got Anthony Yarde and Daniel Dubois on the card as well. They fight in as well, so it's a night of boxing at the end of the day. The fights aren't really competitive, but you know what I mean, people are still going to watch it. I'll probably watch it, so it is what it is. It's JM, it's speakboxing.